What up? What up? Good evening. Good evening. Thank all of you for joining. Welcome back to the greatest podcast on earth. We are here back again today on this beautiful Wednesday, August 28th. Shout out to all the Virgos in the house. It's our season now as I begin to approach 47 years of age. 47 years of age. I'm hitting that I'm hitting that middle of life. Really, you pass the middle of life because typically the lifespan is about 77 years. So really, at about 35, you're there. So I'm blessed to have come across this line. I'm approaching 47 years of age. And I mean, life is good, man. I cannot complain. Everything is good, man. I've been doing my workouts, trying to keep all my shit, my blood flowing, trying to keep my body right. You know what I mean? Not even on no vanity shit, but it's just like, man, well, what happened to my pops? I said, yo, let me go and get this shit right. Let me try to get this cholesterol in order. Let me look at these labs and these values, put some of the knowledge that I've learned being a pharmacist over the years to use and switch up the diet, man, because when that shit hit, it just hit. You know what I'm saying? And I want to, be able to see my son go to college and get married and shit, meet my grandchildren one day. So, I was working out today, I ripping and running, and I'm still have on the workout clothes, as you can see, because it's been a quite a busy day for me. I woke up, took my child to school, went to the gym, left the gym, went to film a movie. Shout out to Ti and everybody over there to be a part, just small part in the apartments too. Departments. That I believe that's the name. Departments. So he called me. I say, cool. I pull up, and as you know, in shooting movie, television, whatever, it's a lot of hard work. Shit is everywhere. It's times be off. You got to reshoot the scene. It's just fucking heat. It's 97 degrees, 100 degrees. You just sit out there and cook, and you just patiently wait to your turn. And that's just what it is. And you just make that piece of history or whatever, and it just goes on into the eternity, as I would say, man. Shout out to y'all, man. I see y'all done pulled up on your boy. We got like 48 of y'all up in here. Y'all, y'all done gathered around. 48. We are 3 weeks consecutive now. This is my third week consecutively. And if you've been rocking with me, I try to do the shit every day. That shit is a burnout. Then, you know what I mean? I'm trying to find graphs and do like I've been trying to do all kind of shit to figure out how to do what I'm doing. But now I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna turn the camera on and talk to the audience and let them know what's going on my mind, and then you guys could chime back in. That's how we do this, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm drinking my water too. I'm almost 50. Yes, I'm tired, Mike. You come on every week with this shit. Yeah, I look tired. I have natural bags under my eyes, Mike. Jesus Christ, you say this shit every week, man. I was born with the bags, brother. They came, listen, they weren't sold separately. This is something I've had to live with. I'm gonna get them shits lifted though. Shit, I'm gonna go down there to the lid doctor, get them to touch them shits up, and them be looking all springy or whatever. But yeah, man. But what's happening, man? There's a lot of shit going on in the world, a lot of things going on in the news. It looks like Steve Harvey kicked some shit off with Cat Williams again. I saw that. I saw Steve say, I knock his ass out. I knock his ass out. See, let me tell y'all something here. I I ain't as fast as I used to be, but I got hands, man. I could put that on that back hip. I knocked that damn perm out of his monkey ass. I mean, he was going off. Uh, It's wild, man. Comedy is wild. What is this art turning into? This shit is turning into blood sport or something. Like everybody's beefing. All the multimillionaire comedians are mad at one another. And we really see it firsthand in our community. And I know the white boys, they don't like each other either, but they kind of do that shit more in the dark. They, you know what I mean? They talk shit behind the lens, behind the curtain. That's where the shit is talked. That's where they be going in on each other. And I get it because from a strategy standpoint, it's like you ain't gonna do nothing but put a battery in the other person's back and bring light to them. And that's what Steve did with Cat. So now
He's about to awaken a sleeping giant, sir. Mr. Steve Harvey, you know what it is. You're gonna get this pimping.
like Cat is about to rise back up from the ground, and he's about to go in on the good brother Steve. It'll be it's going to be quite entertaining again. We about to go down this rabbit hole again. Cat is a Virgo. We are Virgos. This is Virgo season. You do not fuck with Virgos in Virgo season, as you saw with Young Miami fucking with Joe Button. You cannot listen. We are very, very analytical. We're going to hit you with a lot of hard truths. We're going to blind you with truths. So you have to be careful. Virgos, we don't really trust a lot of people. We're alone most times. We move like loners because we just don't trust humans. And you have to be careful in Virgo season. But shout out to all my fellow Virgos. We're here. It's our time now. And I can't wait to be my big celebration. I'm on my way to Chicago. I'll be in Chicago this week to be with my dad, my mom and dad helping out around the house. So I will be vibing and having fun and being in my old bedroom where I grew up at. So that's what I got going on. I also got a chance to look at the Tyrese uh, interview on Club SHay Shay. And the good brother Tyrese, man, I think our brother needs some type of mental health counseling or some type of mental health evaluation because I'm watching him sit there in a beanie and a long gown with his legs crossed, just just talking, and I'm like, what the hell is our brother talking about? And we got to get this, bro. We got to get him some help. I really believe that the pressures of Hollywood and being famous for so long, like if you've been famous for a long time, I think it starts to affect people. I think fame, fame and power, you have to know how to handle it because mentally it affects you. It puts you in a bubble, and you end up getting in this weird space. And I haven't been a famous person before, but I think you just get in this weird space where like everybody's like dependent on you, and then everybody's kissing your ass, and then you writing checks to everybody, and nobody really wants to tell you how you feel. And the real ones that you had around you, they tell you about yourself because they don't have a handout, and you run them off or isolate yourself. And it seems to be a very, very bad perpetual cycle. And then they just go down this fucking the rabbit hole. And then you just see them somewhere crying or outside, opening umbrellas and shit. It's just very, very weird to me. You know what I mean? But yeah, that brother needs help because I watched that interview and I'm like, what the fuck? What is he talking about? What is he talking? Where are we going with this shit? That's how I watched. I watched it, and I know he was hot with that damn beanie on. He had that red beanie on and shit. He's sitting there, and Shannon is just looking like just perplexed. Now you said, Tyrese, that you were. Now, what I want to know is, you can't tell me if y'all sitting in front of Shannon Sharp. I know somebody done got hit with a spitball or something that came out of his mouth. Was that tongue is big. He got that big, thick ass tongue, and And I'm sure one of them little dots then flew across that couch. Boom, and boom. I'm gonna tell you about this, brother. Like it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's just so much shit is happening right now. Even in pharmacy now, as healthcare is starting to implode. And I like to get this information because, as you guys know, I practiced pharmacy for 20 years and I, still keep an active license. But I need to tell you because all of healthcare is one, from the pharmacist to the nurse to the physician. It's all under one umbrella, right? And the system, and I've said this before, but the healthcare system is beginning to implode. And what's causing this implosion of the healthcare system are basically, well, it's a myriad of problems, but I believe it's the insurers, right? Like they're not reimbursing people, they're overworking, like the pharmacist, the physician, the nurses, and they're quitting because there's only so much shit a human can do. Now, people could talk that robot shit, but trust me, I've dealt and worked with the general public. You got people that can barely work a fucking ATM machine. Okay, they wouldn't know what to do if a droid or the fucking AI came into that hospital room, or that thing had to call to get a prior authorization, or because it's too many different systems, it's too fractured. And so what you're having is an exit of healthcare. So you don't have a lot of primary care physicians, pharmacy deserts because the pharmacies can't compete. And now what they want to do is basically low key turn pharmacists into primary care physicians, where pharmacists are writing prescriptions and doing checkups and all kind of shit. And that's just ridiculous. Like, because you didn't want to pay, this has happened because you didn't want to pay the general practitioner. So what do you want to do? You want to put all that shit on the pharmacist with extra legal liabilities and just fuck shit up. Like, if you're a pharmacist, I don't think you should necessarily would want to go and take all that extra. Like, that's a lot. So now you in Walgreens and CVS. Not only are you ringing up the chips, the juice, the cookies, and counting the fucking pills and giving the flu shots, but now you're doing full on physicals. You're doing physicals, blood labs, and you're making the same pay. So the system is just falling apart, and it's really really sad. Healthcare is going to dog shit in this country, and you guys know, you can see it too because your co-pays are through the roof. You got five and $10,000 deductibles, and you work every day, and these insurers don't even pay for shit. Like, if you got a $5 or $10,000 deductible, the Blue Cross Blue Shield, when you go to that physician, like say the bill is 30,000, like you're gonna see a $30,000 bill. But since the doctor is working with Blue Cross Blue Shield said, no, you give him our Blue Cross Blue Shield rate, which will come to about $3,000. But since you haven't touched your deductible, that's just coming straight to you. So you're just paying this. The all insured is to give them the discount or jack the numbers up to make it look like y'all did something or we did something, but they're not doing shit. That's why I think after a while, people just not gonna take insurance. Like, fuck it. You make all the prices transparent. You see where you can go get a lab or this or that, and then you just let competition come, and then the prices kind of even out where it's a perfect market. And now these services are affordable to everybody. So that is what I feel. And that's where I feel that we are going. Also, too, I saw that a teacher got her eye. A teacher was trying to restrain a student. And I don't know if this lady was the principal or whatever. She goes trying to restrain a student. The boy is fighting. He's off the chain. He throws a hanger at this teacher's eye. The teacher's eyeball pops out, and now she's partially blind for the rest of her life. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? If I'm the superintendent of the schools, I would be an asshole because I will put like some very, very rough uh, regulations and protections in for teachers, man. And I pray that woman sue that school board for like 20 or 30 million. Uh, the child, I mean, I don't know if this child had mental health issues or whatever, but that really needs to be looked at. And I believe the parents need to come in too. We got a good question, man. Shout out to Jonathan Soul who just contributed 4.99, my brother. Yes, sir, man. You always come through, brother Soul, brother. Brother Soul, you've been contributing. I appreciate the love. And so he says, what are my thoughts on Amazon offering pharmacy services? Yes, I do believe that is progress. I believe, like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm hitting 50 years of age. I'm the new old person. And we have come to, we where we hit the button. Like, why can't I, when I order my socks and soaps and shit, I get my pills too? Yeah. So yes, I do believe Amazon will dominate the landscape of pharmacy. And I think the way Amazon will win in the pharmacy space is Amazon is going to be rather transparent. Not only will they be transparent, they will probably sell you medications that are lower than your actual copay. So if you have CVS Caremark or one of those insurers, they will be able to show you a price that will be lower than your copay, especially on maintenance meds and shit like that. And then just the convenience of it showing up to your door. And if they could get those costs down, where you paying $2 or $3 for a 90-day supply of simvastatin, they don't have to go through an insurer. They don't have to have the process. And so yeah, they will dominate. They're definitely going to dominate those spaces. Retail pharmacies will continue to shut down, as you can see what's happening now. A lot of people don't want to stand in the line. They don't want to go through that shit in the drive-through. They don't want to deal with the overworked pharmacists, the understaffing. They don't want to deal with that. Time is too precious. So I do see the particular retail brick and mortar model just going the way of the dog. Like it's just that shit is the new blockbuster. It's a sitting duck, and it's just a matter of time. So great question, Jonathan. Would I get a prescription from Timu? I might. Shit, why not? I mean, you gotta understand. I don't think Timu will want to necessarily send you the wrong drugs because They're not gonna mess their money up. You know what I'm saying? I am not baked. Why do y'all keep saying that? I didn't even smoke no weed or nothing. Like I'm good. Like I just been running and ripping and running all day. I mean my eyes might are they red or something? I'm good. I am good, guys. Matter of fact, let me see. How does that look? Is that better? Do I look more refreshed now? I got shit back here. I can hit the button. Look, if I look tired, is what it is. I've always looked tired my whole life, so you know what I'm saying. We are filming not too far from the bluff. You say don't go to the bluff, Rico, but we are actually filming this show not too far from there. I mean, I don't really mind going anywhere here because in Georgia, in this state, you could protect yourself by being armed. So this is a concealed carry state. So at least it'll give you a fighting chance if you are accosted by like crime or some crooks or some shit like that. So I'm not really tripping. And then plus I don't want no smoke. I'm not a street nigga. I don't want to fight nobody or rob. I'm not tough. You know what I mean? Nobody should want to mess with me. I don't even like I say when I talk about all that street life shit, that shit's stupid. And like when I look at the Young Thug case and Woody and all these motherfuckers, I know like I would just pray that the youth are watching this and they're going, man, fuck them streets, man. Fuck that street life shit. It's just not worth it. They're gonna get you. You're not gonna win. They're gonna they're gonna take you gonna get locked up. I mean, thugs in there losing all that money. There's no telling what those legal bills are. He probably gonna owe Thug probably gonna end up owing uh his attorney, Brian Steele, about 3 albums when this shit over with. If y'all don't see that writing on the wall, y'all tripping. But it's just like it's just stupid, man. You know what I mean? And I know like the environments we come up in, but we just in these environments. It is what it is. But we just gonna sit around harming each other and shit. And the big gang nigga oppressing his own kind. I hate that shit. We was talking about that in the trailer today. I was with some of the comics. Shout out Nav, Green, J Ski, K Dub. We was just really having a deep conversation about that. And a lot of guys think that you don't like blacks or what, like I don't like black people. That's just not true. You know what I mean? It's just I love us and I just call out bullshit when I see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let bullshit like certain things in the community that's affecting us inside. I'm gonna call that shit out like, yo, this is some bullshit. That's why I tell them, like, I'm not a street nigga. I will call the police on you and prosecute. I have no problem doing it. Like none. And you know what I'm saying? Because to me, you behind enemy lines, bro. You trying to bring me my family harm. You know what I mean? We in the same community. I can't get down with that. It just really breaks my spirit. Like, you know what I mean? I don't like those activities. So, you know, Millie Mills says Gunner is paying. Well, that's good, man. Well, shout out to Gunner, man. I'm glad Gunner's paying those fees. I even noticed too that, to show you how fake that the entertainment business is and how just to show you the fakeness of entertainment, as you know, when Gunna when that case first started and Gunna was on the stand and all the rappers was calling him a rat and nobody like they ostracized him and they didn't want to play the music in the club. And what happened? Man started putting out hits and they all had to get on their knees and crawl back and they kissing his ass. But I'm sure Gunna is smart and it just opened his eyes. It just showed him that people are snakes in this business. This is not a business where you can trust people. I just said this shit today, and I said that to the comics. You know what I mean? Because we was, they was roasting me about the whole Mike Epps situation or whatever, and I said what I learned after that situation was that you can't trust people in this business because it's all fake. All this shit is fake. Like you get hot, everybody's your friend. If you cool or lukewarm, people don't call you. Like right now, it's 93 of y'all on here in my live, and that's across multiple platforms. When this shit goes to 10, 15, 20,000, I'm gonna start getting all these niggas calling, talking about, man, I always believed in you. I'm gonna get the brother calls and all that shit. And I'm an asshole because I'm gonna remember. I'm saying, no, you're not. I'm petty too, and I like to you know what I mean? Like I like to get low and be petty and remember, like, no, we're not gonna do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not green and gullible like that, but that's what happens in this business. And that's why in this business you just do what you can and love it for what you can and you just keep moving on. Shit. So right. And this is a great question. You were saying so true. 80% of black men are convicted of a crime before the age of 25 and incarcerated for longer terms than other races. This is true. This is true, Angel Daniels, and I appreciate you bringing this point up. How long have we known this? How long have we had this information to know that we will get harsher sentences? That if we do a crime, it's going to be worse. How long have we known that? We've known this for decades. We've been singing this shit, rapping this shit. We know. So if you got the fucking information, why the fuck you want to do crime? You know what you're going to get. What the fuck you doing crime for? It would seem as a black man that if you know this, I'm not doing that shit. And I get it. Your circumstance. I know it's rough. I know. No father, mom on the. I know the stories go on and on, but there are other people with the same situation as you who took another route, who had didn't have mama, didn't have daddy, maybe grew up in foster care, but it ended up turning out okay. But you made a decision to go left, they made a decision to go right. It's all about decisions and choices. That you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And as a black person, you can make a decision or a choice. If you're gonna jump off a cliff and you gonna, you know what I mean, like get into that life, you know, there's consequences come with that shit. Yeah, you're gonna get sentenced harder. You know this. So all I say is do better. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? And trust me when I tell y'all from the bottom of my heart, I grew up around that shit. I grew up in that shit. And it's just like, bro, like what is, you know, what is happening? Why are we doing this? Randy told Jamal, do whatever it takes for the bag. Meanwhile, it was a trap. I don't know what that means. I don't know if you rapping or what. Steve says this is a false statistic. I don't know, Steve, but it seems we do get harsher sentences just from appearance. I'm sure you could probably pull a stat or fact up that says otherwise. But even if I know that, I should fear a life of crime if I know that. And you know, with my generation, I've said this before, being a Generation Xer, a black male, we were sold and brainwashed to gangster culture, toxic masculinity, and we just marched to the beat of the gangster drum. No matter if you had a dual parent home, a loving home, no matter you know where you came from, either you worked the office job, it was like we were brainwashed to want to be street niggas. I don't know, and I believe it was a CIA psyop. So my narrative is I'm gonna talk against that shit. Like I'm gonna shit on it. I'm gonna talk my shit, and we gonna move on because I'm about progress in the community. So, what else is going on, good people? I just talked for 29 minutes straight and couldn't be happier. And I like this because when I do this, because I'm going to come to y'all next week, I'm going to come from home where I grew up at. Antoine Ross, no, that is a dumb statement. So, do you agree, Kanye West, that slavery was a choice? Absolutely not. No, I don't agree. I don't agree with Kanye West that slavery was a choice. When I look at it, I'm never going to forget about what happened to us, right? Like with racism, slavery, yada yada yada. I'm never gonna forget about that. But I will say this. I wish I had a time machine to go back and correct it. But all we can do right now is play the hand that we dealt. And that's moving from this present moment to the future. Like right now, these choices we make and decisions we make right now for your family, not even for the fucking community, just for you as a person, you can do primarily what you want. I'm not even gonna start no shit like racism don't exist and none of that. But you can do what you want. There are more black millionaires than ever before, more black billionaires than ever before, more black physicians than ever before. You have more black everything than ever before. So you can make the decision. Now, if you want to get hung up on that shit, hey, that is you. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the real. Uh but that's how I feel. Yeah, we were bamboozled and we got to keep it moving. Now that's a good one. Dame Dash does owe 8 million in taxes. Uh, I did see that, man. Matter of fact, let me pull that up. That's very interesting. Dame Dash. Y'all know I can bring this up on the screen. Dame Dash. I just put in broke. Dame Dash is broke and owes 10 million. I'm gonna bring this up. Um, Dame is an interesting guy, but I believe, like, you know what I mean? I believe, okay, if Dame is down right now, that don't mean the man can't come back up. I wouldn't want to shame the brother. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to shame him. Dame Dash may be broke, but not for reasons you think. The Rockefeller Records co-founder shared that someone asked him how he got so broke. And for Dash, the answer was simple: investing in my dreams. He replied in the video. Dash continued, when you invest in your dreams and you dream big, you always gonna be broke. You have a lot of shit, but I don't have no money for nobody else if that's what you call broke. But that's what it is. Dash's supporters rallied behind his statement. One wrote, they're going to hate and be in worse off situation. Keep shining. Another commented, he will also die knowing he gave this world all being able to do what he wants when he wants. That's freedom. The 85 South shows saluted Dame, responded, wealthy people broke different than broke OG. Elsewhere, the father file was praised for being rich in character, whereas someone else said he wasn't broke, but broke, BROQUE, back in 2023. Dash described himself as a proud broke. I've had to start a new company from scratch without any money to start it with. I'm like a proud broke, but it ain't broke because I have things to show for it. He explained on the CEO show. The New York native's research surface sentiment comes amid the sale of his share of Rockefeller, which includes ownership of Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt. So if you do want to buy 1/3 of Rockefeller, you're going to have to bring some bread. Listen, let me tell y'all something, man. My feelings on Dame, I rock with Dame Dash 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like, this a man took very, very big risk, huge risk. This is a man that bet on himself. And I know he's voiceful and I know like people be tripping on him or whatever. But it took this same guy. You don't have no Jay-Z without no damn Dash. You don't have Kanye without no Dame Dash. You've never heard of Virgil Abloh without Dame Dash. You have never heard of Jerry Lorenzo without Dame Dash. You get what I'm saying? So I think, like, you know what I mean, in a lot of ways, man, he the guy. Shit, you can't erase what he bought. Uh, what he bought, like this sense of independence and freedom and shit like that. And it comes with a price. And we shouldn't be so quick to shame those who take big risk with their finances on their dreams. You know what I mean? It's not like every day, the money's always coming in, especially when you're a business owner or entrepreneur. There are some entrepreneurs right now, even with physician practices and shit, that are barely breaking even. You got motherfuckers own pharmacies and shit barely breaking even. But they have freedom. At the end of the day, our most valuable asset is time and what you choose to do with that time. So I would never shame a man, you know what I mean, who put all that money in his dreams and who like change culture, bro. Like, that's some whack ass shit. You know what I mean? If anything, I would try to help him. I mean, if I was in the situation, you know what I mean, I would really try to help him. And he just always stood. I believe this man has always stood the way he stood. You know what I mean? You look back. Nobody would sign Jay-Z. Nobody. So the man said, fuck it. We gonna start our own fucking company. That shit was unheard of in the 90s. So this same guy that talks with the mouth and is in your face and all that shit, that was that same dude that said, fuck it, we gonna start our own company and push Rockefeller, and Jay-Z shot off to the moon. So, and none of this shit is guaranteed. You could be the richest person in the world at the end of the day and your ass got pancreatic cancer. What does it mean? It don't mean shit. At the end of the day, none of this shit means shit. So, and if you are in like any type of fear or paralyzed in fear, as I was, you know what I mean, before I, jumped ship from pharmacy to pursue my dreams, I was paralyzed in fear. But at the end of the day, the fear, you only in the fear because you are more concerned about what others think. That's primarily what it is. You doing all this shit to 9 times out of 10 impress people and don't even like you and don't even care about your ass. So I ain't doing nothing but saluting Dame. Dame is a mogul, and you know what I mean? I'm not about to criticize that man the way he moves, because if he did not, to think about how impossible this motherfucker did, the impossible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, like, when you look at Bad Boy, Diddy had to connect with like Clive Davis, right? Who funneled Bad Boy. Dang didn't have that shit. All the motherfuckers trying to get signed to Bad Boy. This motherfucker just pulled it out of the mud, bro. Like, I can't do nothing but salute that shit. I'm sorry. So it's what it is. Let's see what Brian Robertson said. The impact that we have as a culture internationally is humongous. That's why I don't condone such words that contain anything that will be used against us by other cultures, such as the N word, especially when we get offended by people who call us that to our face. We must do better than that as a culture. I live in Australia, by the way, along with 1.9 expats from the States. Okay, well, that's cool. But I use the term nigga often. Nigga is my friend. I love the word. Um, Being an African American male, to me, you know what I mean? We talk that shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's a term of endearment in the long term, and that's pretty much one of the only things we've been left with, if you really want to think about it. But I mean, that's you. I'm not knocking you what you doing, brother. That's cool. But yeah, things can go wrong, and we have to stop like judging. When you judge others, you judge yourself even worse. So you really have to practice and have a muscle of not judging, because being overly judgmental brings fear to you, because you even more scared, because you judging Dave. Oh, he broke. Look at his ass. He ain't got no money. He ain't got this, that, whatever. And so when you put that out there in your mind, your subconscious mind, you won't take that risk, because you see how you talking about him. You saying to yourself, man, I don't want nobody talking about me like that. So I'm not gonna make a big move, or I'm not gonna invest in myself or in my dreams. Biggest investment that you can make is in you. Fuck a stock market. It's really in you. The biggest investment you can make is in you, and the things you want to do, and those things that you have passion for. But I'm not trying to turn this shit into a motivational talk tonight. I just want to come in here and talk shit and vibe with y'all. Shout out to my brother Travis Allen. I see you, bro. Appreciate the love. You've been pulling up for quite some time. What did you say? At the end of the day, there are another contract out there. Jay-Z owes him for a long time. We just got to do some extra homework. Okay, I don't really understand that. Yeah, so that's what it is. That is what it is. What else going on in the world today? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I just want to come here and talk to y'all and vibe. We got people all on YouTube. We got people everywhere. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. Shout out to everybody on my YouTube. Shout out to everybody on my Facebook fan page. And shout out to y'all on Facebook, man, because we almost at 600,000 followers over there. I'm at five. I'm at 599,000 followers on Facebook, almost at 600,000. And I appreciate everybody that follows me on all these different platforms. The next step for me is to get you guys to come to shows and buy tickets, and not just watch me. As you know, I put out a lot of content. Sometimes I'm doing the talks, or roasting some shit I seen, or some picture. But those are just pieces of content. But I'm really a stand-up comedian. And you can check my work out on YouTube and different shows that I've been on, the LOL Network. What else I got? Shaq All-Star Comedy Jam. Yeah, I've been doing comedy a very, very long time. And as a matter of fact, I would have been doing comedy. I mean, I started in '02. It'll be 22 years. 20, 22 years that have flown by, man. 22 years. I can still remember my first time being on stage. I was 19 years old. Um, the first club I ever did was All Jokes Aside. 19, very first time touching the mic. Damon Williams was hosting. Uh, I was on campus at Xavier just roasting people and being silly and shit. And I told my best friend in Chicago, Sam, I say, yo, man, I'm gonna be famous. And I went to All Jokes Aside. He drove me down there in this raggedy ass car. I mean, this shit was terrible. I'm surprised how we even made it. Had to get through one door, all that shit. Got on stage, started telling my jokes. They lit cigarette lighters and booed me at 19. And I said, this shit isn't for me. So I didn't pick up the mic again probably until my last year of pharmacy school. And then I moved to Atlanta. Then I just stuck with it. I just said, fuck it, I love this shit. It was good. It got good to me, man. So here I am, and I'm not going anywhere. Yes, you remember when the first Gap moved. What'd you say, John? I don't know what you talking about, John. John Mock said, yes, you remember when they first Gap moved? Why Tyrese have on that dress? That wasn't a dress. That's what they wear in the Middle East. I don't know what the name of that garment is, but that's a Middle Eastern garment that a lot of the royalty, like I guess the Saudi royalty families, they wear that. Like that's not a dress. That was just him. Shit, that's just Tyrese being Tyrese, man. You know what it is. But I ain't gonna lie, I watched that watching some of Ty's interviews, I be thinking about his ex-wife, like, man, watching them interviews, I'm like, man, it seemed like he might have been holding that bitch hostage, bro. Like for real. Like, I mean, damn. I'm like, I couldn't wake up living with somebody like that, just talking crazy every damn day, and I got taking themselves too damn serious. I couldn't do it. That seemed like a hostage situation to me. So I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I don't know. He's a terrific guy. Terrific. Terrific. I saw this guy. Terrific guy. Have you seen him? Have you seen him? Have you? Terrific. I'm working on my Trump. I'm trying to get that shit tight. I'm gonna do that shit too. Oh, and two, y'all, if y'all gonna be in Chicago, September 16th to the 22nd, I'm gonna be doing a comedy festival along with Lil Rel, Sherry Shepherd, Jess Niche, and a lot of the other comedians from Chicago. It's gonna be a vibe. We're gonna be down at the DeSable Museum, so y'all come out to that. Get those tickets, man. I'm gonna be hosting a couple of the shows and also giving advice on how I feel about the comedy game and which way it's going. So shout out to that. Okay, thank you, Sean Henson, for that. Oh, you like this guy, Mike Donaldson, likes the Trump. He likes it. He's a terrific guy. I got to be in the right mood. I got to really get my mind right to do that shit. But, like, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Somebody say they not a hostage. What'd you say, John? One of my all-time Greg Lob. I don't know what you talking about, bro. I think you having a problem typing on your keyboard or something. That's what I'm thinking. Guys, I gotta tell y'all something that I got. I wish, damn, I bought I bought me some $24 sneakers from TikTok. Let me tell y'all something, man. Them joints are hard, bro. I love them. Would y'all wait? I'm gonna go downstairs and get these shoes and show y'all these. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Listen, I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Oh yeah, y'all hung in there for your boy. Let me tell y'all something. Yo, I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I spent $25 on these sneakers on TikTok. And when I tell y'all, I want to damn, I'm trying to put a when I tell y'all, I buy a lot of sneakers. These shits right here, man, these shits super comfortable, man. I would recommend y'all get a pair of these, man. I went and worked out in these joints. Soft, $25. $25 for these. Got them off TikTok. One of the most comfortable shoes I have. And look, I'm gonna show y'all what I got. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I got these for $25. I also had these Air Max. These Air Max Volts. They old. And I was working at it. These are far more comfortable. They are way more comfortable than the Air Max, bro. And they like $25. I love them. People trying to roast me and shit. And this is what I love. Because I say, yo, I bought some $25 sneakers. Motherfuckers roast. I said, nigga, I'm damn near 50. I don't care. I want comfort. But for the price, you can't beat this, man. I'm going to tell y'all the name of them. Let me go to my TikTok shop. I'm starting to get glued to this TikTok. You know what's so crazy now? We live in a time now where our cell phones are the mall. Our cell phones are the mall now, man. Like I be scrolling on TikTok, I be really buying this shit on here now. I never thought I would do that. Let me go in my shop to tell y'all. Wait, is this the shop? I don't know where the damn shop is on it. Hold on. Let me see. There it is, shop. So, oh no, that's my cart. But the fuck did I get on here? I'm gonna tell y'all the name of these shoes. They call them MEVLZZs. Man, just type in sneakers on TikTok. You're gonna see a bunch of them that look like this. It's the MEVLZZ. They was actually $35, but man, these is it right here, man. Hell yeah. Bro, these is cool. This is perfect for workout. You talking about these shoes make your eyes hurt. A shout out to Dedrick. Yeah, man, this is my room. I built this room out in my house so that I could do this podcast. I built it out over some time. You know what I mean? I put my little Pac-Man game in the back, threw me some sneaker cases. I actually closed this was a loft and it was open to the rest of the house, but I ended up closing it off. I even got a couch in here and shit. So yeah, it's a vibe. It's a definite vibe in here, bro. So Lee, these are some dope shoes. Get you some, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you guys got any questions for me this evening? Do we have any more questions or any more things to talk about? I just want to see what's going on in the news. 4 female security officers arrested in Fulton County jail scandal. Oh, that's typical. Murders. Yeah, all this news is negative. I don't have nothing else to talk about, guys. I think we're gonna wrap this up, but y'all are just staring at me like y'all don't want to leave. This is what happens a lot of times when if you want to start your podcast, I would advise you to go on to YouTube and you type in how can I start a podcast? And they're gonna be like several videos to show you exactly what to do. I can promise you that. Yeah, that's all you got to do. And just follow, just do what the people tell you, and you got your podcast. A lot of people ask me, how can my ass start a podcast? See, it's real simple, people. All your ass got to do, go in there on YouTube. type in. Just type it in. Use your fingers. Use your fingers and type it in with your punk ass. Type in, how can I start my own podcast? Shout out to Antoine Ross. Oh, man. Well, this has been a vibe, guys. Shout out once again to Jonathan Soul for the super chat. And that's it. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. I want to make sure. I'm gonna try to take little notes during the week of other topics that I want to talk about. And to those of you on YouTube, I'm gonna tell y'all something when it comes to my stand up. I want to say this. I have a piece of stand up out there that's over 13 years of age. It's 13 years old. It's when I had Kevin Hart crying laughing. Now I'm very, very proud of that piece of work because when I was doing them bits, you know what I mean? We used to perform in front of very hood ass audiences. I'm talking about strippers, pimps, all that drug dealer. You know what I mean? And it was like for me to even be talking about being a pharmacist amongst the subjects that we were talking about was crazy in itself. But to develop that, and I'm not saying it was the best because I'm a lot better than I was 12 years ago. But for any of you to come on there with those negative comments, you trying to bash that shit, I get very, very sensitive and petty about it because I'm like, here I am for 15 minutes. I got one of the biggest comedians in the history of comedy watching that set in tears. He's hollering with tears flowing down his eyes. And for whatever reason, you think that your laughter is more important than that. Like if you balled up laughing at me, your laughter would be bigger than that of Kevin Hart's or any other big comic I've worked with. Like people are weird. And then I even get more pissed because as a comedian, I look, comedy's subjective. I get it. But when I see the shit that's winning nowadays, right? When I'm looking at some of the shit that's really winning, I'm like, how dare you talk about this shit? That said to me is like the Mona Lisa. I don't give a damn. And I can still, I've been talking about being a pharmacist for years. I can remix shit, change it up. But that said to me, man, y'all crazy. Some of y'all is just bad shit crazy. So some of the shit I see winning in comedy, I just be like, damn. Like right now, comedy's in a weird space because I need y'all, this would be a great conversation. I need y'all to tell me if I'm wrong. Are a lot of the specials, do a lot of the comedy specials that you watch, are they really making you laugh? Or do you feel like you're watching some type of TED talk? Like a TED talk. You know what I mean? It's like, you just it's just a guy talking and they're interesting or some shit like that. Now I'm not gonna get too specific of what you can see or what I dislike because I don't want nobody to say, oh, you talking about such and such, you hate. No, I'm not trying to hate. But I think one of the saddest parts to me about being a comedian right now is, you look for inspiration and I'm just not seeing inspiration. I'm just not. It's just like, what the fuck? Like this shit is selling tickets? It's crazy to me. It is crazy to me. And my last show I did here in Atlanta, I did the Atlanta Comedy Theater. I was expecting to sell more tickets, but it just didn't hit for me. And I was shocked. I was shocked. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Right? You think it's the economy and some shit like that. But then I bought some tickets to the Usher concert, which was on a Wednesday, and I saw that shit is sold out that day. And so I said, it's not the economy, it's just me. I guess maybe people really do think I suck or something. They don't fuck with me. I don't know. But it's very, very interesting. It is very, very interesting. So how have you got? Did you guys enjoy this podcast this evening? Let me know. Talk to me. Let me know. We've been on here about 57 minutes. Let me know how you liked it. I guess I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I think I'm gonna get out of here, Mike. Mike Donaldson. And as you guys know, I do this podcast. It's just me. I'm able to. I might every once in a while. I might have a guest. I don't know yet because I like to do it by myself because it's just like it's so easy to control. Like you got to show up and you got to do that shit. Fuck you, Mike. I've gotten sleep, Mike. Damn. I'm really about to go get that blepharoplasty. I'm dead ass serious. That's gonna be the next video, me vlogging as I get a blepharoplasty, which is a lower eyelid lift. You can kiss my ass, Mike. Tired of y'all ass. But anyway, guys, this has been another episode of LeVar Walker Daily Show podcast. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in and for the support that you have all been giving to me. Don't bring them eyes sore back. What? I don't know what you're talking about. But I really appreciate you guys. And I want to thank you. I can't thank you guys enough for the support. We really rocked out tonight, man. So peace. I'm gonna see y'all next Wednesday. We do this every week at 8 p.m. And also too, if you guys could, please, please, please go and sign up for my email list at levarwalker.me. levarwalker.me. Just sign up for my email list. And that'll help me be able to communicate better. I got tours and merch and things of that nature. So please sign up for that email list. It's really me in there. I'll be sending you stuff. I got like 36 people that have signed up so far. And it's a goal of mine to hit 100 people. That's all I want to do. And then we go from 100 to 1,000, 1,000 to 10,000. So that's my short-term goal right now. We want to do 100 people. Please sign my email list, levarwalker.me, no matter what part of the world you're in. If you're seeing this, go to that email list, levarwalker.me. Listen, this has been a groove, guys. I'm LeVar Walker, and I'm going to see y'all next Wednesday. We're going to be streaming from Chicago. So, thank you.